What's up? It is so dark in here. I wanted to get the sunset, but this might be a little weird.
That help at all?
No.
No?
No, that makes it worse, I think. That's a little better. Hello. What's up, chat? Can you guys hear me okay? I had a few things I wanted to talk about. Dina's here.
Hi.
I wanted to talk about the most pressing issue of our day, border security. I'm just playing. That would be stupid if I wanted to talk about that. So I'm gonna give it like a minute. Hello, Anna. Anamorphous. How's your day going? That's Carl. Okay. So there's a few topics I kind of wanted to get to. Hey, what's up, Mika Tex? What's up, dude? All right, one. This is all just kind of like bullet pointed at the moment. So let me know if you guys have any questions, by the way. That's why we're here. I know people had questions they want to ask some shit. So ask away. We're an open book here at White Ring Studios. And, okay, so sincerity and aging well in music. Get ready for this. It's really important that you consider that when you're writing songs or doing anything really in art. And basically just think about when you're an old person if you're gonna like that shit or not. That's really all that matters. All the kind of like stupid imagery and like whatever's kind of like in vogue at the moment, all that kind of stuff, when you start thinking about it as like being like a 65-year-old man, and if you'd still be down with that shit, it's pretty simple to figure out if something that's like a sincere statement or not. You can see that in a lot of bands right now, I think, for sure. Second one. I'm sorry, actually, I got a chat. You said, are we going on tour soon? And that, we're actually putting some shit together for that. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to do this chat shit. Oh my god, it's the worst thing possible. Oh, there we go. Insectica, yeah. We're actually, what do we have? March 30th, we're playing in Chicago. We just booked that. With some pretty cool sounding promoters. It's at the Underground Lounge. So that should be cool. I think we have some festival stuff coming up in Europe. Where was that at?
Wait, let me just confirm it before I say the wrong thing. Stupid.
I think we might be going to like Russia
We're
and
going to be in Europe beginning of October.
So begin like a fall European thing. We'll be announcing more of that stuff at some point soon. I really wish I could get this like fucking chat thing to just stay alive. Okay. Since I'm like, I think I'm kind of getting older now. It's definitely important to exercise. Sounds like a weird old man thing to say, I guess, but that is like, if I'm like working out and like I'm like really having like the heart rate elevated and shit, and I'm listening to like a song that I just made, that's usually when I know if it's good or not. Is like if it gets me through that, little push. All right, the next thing. Oh fuck. What's up? I really like your. Hi, really love your stuff, you guys. Thank you, Coco. God, hold on, let me try to figure this shit out real quick so I'm not constantly doing this. Ask me some questions, y'all, because that's why we're here. I wanted one of those burner app things. I didn't figure. Disconnected, I think. Hey, sorry about that. Remix idea, no flex zone. I don't even know what that song is. That Ray Sherman dude. I know that there's a meme that I really like with it. Oh, send me that song so I know you're talking about. Why do you think specifically that song? Is that like something that you have in mind? Turn it into a sick witch house track. Do You Love Me Too is my favorite song ever. Thank you. I genuinely, I've said this like 3 times now, but I genuinely do not remember writing that song. And it's like probably one of the weirdest songs that I've ever encountered. Okay. Oh, I wanted to say that like one thing that was really cool that my dad did growing up was like right when Napster became a thing, he got really into downloading all the like Billboard singles and shit. And like all he downloaded all the number one hits, like Billboard number one hits from like when they started keeping track in the 50s. And I grew up listening to that shit in the car a lot. And that really shaped like my idea of like the progression of music. And I think that it's really important that people do that. And it's more like it's different than listening to music in the context of an album because when you do it in the context of time and like culture popularity wise, it really you really start to get a idea of like the trends and like how things move and flow, and it's cool. It's really interesting. There's tons of one hit wonder bands on there that are like have incredible songs that you totally have forgotten about. That's pretty interesting. I really think like being a pop music nerd is a key part of making weird music in this weird way. Could be a stupid theory, I don't know. Let me get to some more questions here. Uh, it's that song. All right, I'll listen to that later. It's just really trappy and the melodies can get kind of dark witchy. Yeah, I will listen to that. I'm always curious what people's idea of like what is witchy is because I'm not I'm always I definitely have an idea for sure, but I'm not always sure. Oh God, I'm still learning all my shit. We Rot is one of the best underrated witch house songs. Love you guys. Cool. Thank you. We Rot is I like that one too. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Uh, oh, actually, I wanted to kind of talk about witches. Wait, yeah, what makes something witch house for you? Uh, I don't know actually. I try my absolute hard. Sorry, I don't know if you guys are still there, but yeah, okay. One of my biggest fears in life is like becoming a parody of myself, or I like self parody a lot actually, but becoming an unaware self parody of myself. That shit is like the true slow death of life. So I try not to think about that kind of stuff too much because I know that I don't know. There's a lot of I. Why does like you see that? I went underwater and shit. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know, man. What makes something witchy? I guess to me, what if I was trying to describe like the vibe of what I'm going for or something? It's definitely kind of like taking the ideas and like uh, tones and like moods of dark music and just kind of trying to stretch it a little bit and fit it into a more modern kind of popularized context in a weird way. Um, but yeah, oh, it is a vibe. Oh yeah, so like witch house and all that shit. I really have never considered myself like a witch or anything like that, but I do kind of like the idea of chaos magic. And I am kind of into those ideas of like creating your own sigils and the power of like bringing your energy and intentions into the world. And that really is a big part of making music for sure. And magic is also kind of not this like weird, shitty, like stuffy intellectual thing. It's actually kind of like funnier and better like when it's like more in like the meme magic realm almost where it's like you're just truly creating your own shit of like your own ideologies and because what's most important about it is that you have the ideology and that you've created a story for yourself and a context in which you live, and like you're uh, like a story that's, you know. Okay, hold on. Dear White Ring, do you have any advice for someone with depression? Yeah, I have tons of advice for that. I actually would probably say that I am not depressed, like clinically depressed, for the first time since I was like 12 years old when my mom died. And it was just a really rough ride after that. And then I got really into drugs. But I was on antidepressants until, when was I off? When did I get off antidepressants?
We
Like
both just
in
got off in the
December.
last 2 months.
So I've just been off for like a month. But yeah, Adina also. But we're both feeling really good. Definitely, though, like uh, exercising and meditation daily are like super important. Being in nature,
Yeah, being in nature.
that shit like helps so much. And like getting off your screens, disconnecting from that shit, and reading books, fiction, reading a lot of fiction is like that helped get me out of my like really bad depression. And talking about it with other people too, like that's definitely a big thing. Make music. That's what I usually do.
Yeah, make
um,
stuff.
yeah, make stuff for sure.
And if you are gonna come off antidepressants, you should come off like way slower than your doctor says. Like
Yeah, taper
come off
really
if
slowly.
if you get on antidepressants like temporarily or something, just I would go off like 1 or 5 milligrams at a time, like every couple weeks, because they told me to go like 5 times faster than that, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, they sell taper kits where you can like crush up
'Cause it's
your
really hard to do
antidepressants.
actually.
Yeah.
You can't break them up like that small, but yeah, don't go down fast.
Okay, Alex, praise Keck. I'm not sure what that means. You're gonna have to clarify, sir. Never heard of anything like that. I started eating raw and rotten meat to cure depression. Might combine it with some witch theme and become a witch house artist myself. That is great, great advice. For just everyone in general, I would say. I would definitely stick with that. This is so frustrating. The whole occult aesthetic and ritualistic nature goes well with the music in general. I vape weed to cure depression. Yeah, I definitely don't really want to get too caught up in an occult aesthetic though, because any aesthetic that's like based on very like specific uh, kind of ideas. It depends on what you mean by occult too, I guess, you know. But there's a really cheesy idea of a cult when people talk about that usually, you know, and I usually try to stick away from that and try to create, do a more kind of truer sense of occult practices. Me magic related, yeah, I'm just messing with you, Alex. I know, I know all about the Keck shit, bro. Okay, let me get to something else here while I got you on the line.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna be at the Blow Up Festival in Finland in October.
Blow Up Festival, Finland in October. We're playing there. Oh, I was actually talking to Kendra on the phone today about about higher powers and believing in higher powers, but also in higher attractors, and the difference between higher powers and higher attractors, and how important it is to have the concept of a higher attractor in your life, because that's like something that is uh, greater than you, that is a concept or oh, B-Vale, what's up, dude? So it's like a concept that or a meaning that serves like a bigger purpose than your one soul life, and that is like where all the magic in life is. And that's like, it doesn't have to be like making music or like art, or that's a great way to do it, but like helping like your friend that like you've been waiting to like call you back about some stupid shit, like call them. Like those feelings that you have of like wanting to like reach out and shit like that, those are like your higher attractors. Like basically just the things that these like uh things that you feel compelled to do for some reason that's like serves towards a higher purpose of better unity and shit like that. Maybe I'm smoking too much weed, who knows. When are you guys playing in New York City again? We might play again in like or something, or not March, May or something. Yeah. But like in the spring for sure, we'll be playing there. Um, okay, yeah, dude. Actually, we have a new song coming out, by the way. Called Heavy. It's not heavy self alienation. Speaking of using magic and shit like that, like just the conditioning of like using certain words to associate yourself with things, like that's definitely like what definitely that's something that White Ring likes to use. But anyway, we have a song called Heavy on the our record label's 20th anniversary compilation, and we're super excited about that because like Robin Guthrie from Cockatoo Twins has a song on it. Place to Bury Strangers, Mogwai, Silver Apples, Peter Newton from Clan of Zymox, Fuchsia, Azusa Plane. So many really. God is an Astronaut. A lot of really good. I think God is an Astronaut. Right? Yeah. I think there's a lot of really good bands on that. Personalities, I believe, too. Definitely check that out. It comes out. When does it come out? I should have looked that up.
Oh, I don't know.
It comes out like next
really
month
soon.
though, and there's a
You can
book
pre-order
that
it
comes
now.
with it, and or you can also get the digital and
Yeah,
stuff
you
too.
can
But it's
pre-order
like
it on her
it's
website.
cool. It's a release like celebrating the 20th anniversary of our record label, and she's a really cool lady, Vanita. She's been doing her shit since '97 in London, and has done some of the coolest indie shit that I've ever seen. I'm very excited to be involved with all this. I'm trying to get to your question. I just gotta find it. What's the best drugs to listen to White Ring songs to? Oh God. uh, well, I used to have different answers for that, but I would just say smoke a lot of weed and listen to White Ring because that's what I do, and that's how I like to listen to most of my music. That's a big reason why I think I think rap music and weed and like being high really go hand in hand in this very strange way that's hard to identify why, but the two just go together so perfectly. So weed and White Ring should do a pretty good job, hopefully. But you could also always like Robo Trip or some shit too, I guess. I hope you guys like the mood of like what we're going for here. By the way, got a song that you gotta listen to. Totally Insane Dark. All right, I will listen to that. We're about to go. I think that was really it. We are actually like recording our next album right now. It's called Show Me Heaven, and it should be out later this year. I have a few demos already that Adina is gonna start putting some vocals on. Kendra might do some stuff as well. Um, and we're really excited about the direction we're going in. We really like the kind of new stuff. It's definitely kind of like a more of an evolution, and it's cool to get to have the cohesiveness of writing all the songs at the same time and really getting to plan this shit out. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Are you guys considering doing like a bigger EU tour this year? Yeah, we were actually just saying we're gonna play in Finland, Russia, and the UK sometime in the fall. We'll keep all that shit posted online and stuff though for you guys. Latest album was perfect backdrop for the lunar eclipse. Can't wait for SMH.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Dina saw the
That's-
lunar eclipse
I
recently.
saw
I
the
fell
clips
asleep.
from out those windows.
Yeah, it's super cold here right now. By the way, it's like, well, for me, I'm from South Florida. It's like 6 degrees or something. I hate it. There's something. Oh yeah, so there I did an interview with iHeartNoise.net. Check that out. If you want to like get more into some of this shit that I was talking about today. Some of it was what I got into is a little bit of elaborations on the subjects we touched on there. There's still Chained Volume 2, our mixtape. Like, Dina gave me 2 more vocal ideas for 2 more of the tracks, which, like, we have everything finalized now. So I'm just going to edit that, and we'll have that out soon, within, like, I'd say a month. So I'm saying that so you guys can hold me to it. All right, we're going to head out pretty soon. Here, we just take a few more questions or whatever, if there are any. Anyone wants to ask anything. Next time, I'm going to get a phone number. I've given out my phone number too many times, and I already get so many good prank phone calls as it is. I don't really think I should invite any more. So I'm going to get a burner, and we can do a call-in show next time. Kendra's doing good, actually. I mean, yeah, she's doing good. She definitely has got some things she needs to work on, but I have faith in the little girl. I love her. I think she'll do it. This is the dumbest shit. Okay. What does IXC999 mean? It kind of really just, like, the 999 thing is just like hell upside down, and it's like I see hell upside down, basically, is really what that comes down to. Are you excited to play Chicago? Oh, hell yeah, Satanic Hispanic. We're super excited, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's gonna be really fun. We got some new songs and shit too. We're gonna test out a new song or two there. So I'm really excited. I haven't done that in like years, so that'll be really fun to like do some new material and shit. There is a fest in the middle of the EU called Feketes Zaj, and they just posted a form for bands so they can apply if they would. Oh, that's cool. We'll look into that for sure. Thank you for thank you, Bence. It is super underground. Oh, all right, that sounds good. Love from Mexico. Hope you guys with the freeze take care. Yeah, dude. Let's give us some of that warmth. Okay. Well, guys, I think that's it. I know it's been like 5 months since the last time I did this, but we're gonna try to do it more, and we'll really keep those stupid, weird vibes going on, and we'll talk soon. Peace, y'all.
Bye.